I do hope I can load back in. There we go, we're back, and here we go. What are we saying? NUF1 is up the road by a couple of seconds now on Maz, but obviously has a 3-second time penalty. And yeah, Kurtboy is sitting in P3. I would like to see, in terms of, where are we? We want, Envoy's actually retired and there's a VSC out. Maybe this is perfect for me to be able to regain the composure I need to get myself back in. But Move Miesha is in the pits for the 16th time. Andy Liu is also in the pits, as I would assume, actually. Move Miesha has been lapped now by the majority of the field. But yeah, we've got no deltas, so I don't know in terms of battles what is going on. I do apologise for the internet issues at the moment. It's very annoying for me, but it looks like Ashvin is going to go past on Ryan Van Doom. Ryan Van Doom getting a terrible run out of the corner, but there we go. It's a little bit of contact there. Ashvin with the wing damage, actually, surprisingly enough, has just ended up being passed by Energetics, and yeah, maybe a little bit aggressive there by Ryan Van Doom, and not leaving all the space. But let me just get back on the YouTube stream, because that's not the right one, that's the previous one. And nope, are we gonna, there we go, because apparently the other one's still up live, as Energetics has made the move now on Ryan Van Doom and is now going to go through. Ryan Van Doom is now going to be on the attack. It's a 3-second gap now between Maz and NUF1. Do you want to see penalties? Yeah, it is a 3-second penalty there for NUF1. So if Maz can catch up that 0.2 of a second, which doesn't seem too comfortable to do, it's a bit risky for him, because, well, Fatality's got a bit of a making up to do as well, sitting a bit further back as well. Fingerplate P4 is good, and NUF1 P4 for the comeback. Yeah, I'll tell you what. Here we go, Ashvin going on Ryan Van Doom now, sending it down the inside. He's not going to get the room, though, that he needs, and yeah, it's just not ideal. But this Ferrari Fingerplate is doing very, very well at the moment in P4. And yeah, it does look like Maz is falling off quite quickly off the back of NUF1. NUF1 looking very, very comfortable up in P1 at the moment. Yeah, Ashvin all over the back of Ryan Van Doom in an injured Merc. But this is a closer battle now, and Multi-Barrett's dived into the pit, so there is no battle there. And this is the closest battle we have got at the moment. Ashvin on Ryan Van Doom. Jonesy sat there in P11 at the moment. Will be going up to P10 now, as Multi-Barrett has pitted and will come out in about P13, I would assume, as he will get passed by Fozzie Bear, and this race just has not gone too well for him. But obviously, everyone, we can all get better races, can't we? We will have bad races, as it does seem like he's stopped in that pit lane for a very, very long time. But here we go. Ashvin now going to be loading up an attack, I would assume, on, well, I guess not, but Energetics now on Fingerplate, and Energetics is flying. He was 2 seconds back a minute ago, and now the Alfa Romeo driver is up into P4, 6 seconds back from Kurtboy. So anything is possible at this point, and Maz now has made a big mistake, actually, at some point, because he's lost 2 seconds on NUF1, and now is sat in P, well, a second and a bit ahead of Kurtboy. So maybe it's a bit of bottling going on here by the Racing Point driver. But yeah, Shadder's now all over, got Jonesy all over the back of him, actually. Shadder's on 3 lap old softs, Jonesy on 1 lap old softs, and we could have a very big battle on our hands here. As here we go, coming in to the final couple of corners. Shadders are going to be taking the tighter line, going to be compromising that run a little bit, but obviously a little bit more defensive could help him here. And he does end up keeping himself ahead for now. Obviously, Jonesy will be waiting and trying to find where he can get past this Alfa Romeo, where it's weak, and yeah, definitely go on the attack and push him. Here we go. Oh, not going for it there. He's going to go for it on this back straight now. Going to get the move done on the straight, and so obviously Shadders cannot fight back for the position. But here we go. Jonesy now going up the inside of Shadders, and is not going to get that move done until the hairpin. Jonesy's now skipped the corner a little bit and got himself a 3-second time penalty with a little nudge to Shadders on the way out. And yeah, he's up into P9 now on the attack of Fatality, which he will slowly close in, I would assume. Finger plate into the pits on those 8-lap-old softs. But yeah, Maz is really losing out now on NUF1. Kurtboy closing him in as it goes, and yeah, it just looks like Kurtboy could be going very strongly on for this podium position. Actually, maybe the medium isn't the way to go. Maybe you wanted to do the soft, medium, soft, or something like that. As there is a virtual safety car, as Move Me Asia has crashed out. It was going so poorly, I guess, but he was alive until then. And yeah, it's just I guess it's helped Shadders in terms of it's not lost him as much time. He's actually come out now in front of Multi-Barrack. Multi-Barrack having an absolute nightmare of a race, and Fozzie Bear is now under attack by the driver. But obviously, here we go, DRS is now enabled, and Maz has actually lost 2 seconds on NUF1. I guess he's playing it very safe, but yeah, it's quite a lot of time. As Kurtboy is now on the attack on Maz, and it does look like this could be a battle for the position. Is well, yeah, Maz is very much in a bit of a worrying place for his pace at the moment. Very much seems to be struggling on those mediums, not being able to find much consistency. But yeah, God, my nose is killing. Shadders now picking up a 3-second time penalty. I do believe that is his second of them as well. What I have picked up as well is Energetics has closed in by 2 seconds on Kurtboy and Maz as well, so he could be definitely a threat coming into the and there's a safety car, a full safety car. Multi-Barrack is out of the session in Sector 3, and I tell you what, Shadders is going to be blessed by that. Coming into the pits, has decided to go again. Jones, it's a blessing realistically for the guys at the front. NUF1 will not be too happy with it, because obviously he's got a 3-second gap. He needs to rebuild now, and I don't think he really likes the fighting at the moment. But yeah, Maz in P2 going to be coming into the pits. I would assume that all these guys are going to be coming onto the softs, and then going from there. Shadders going on to the medium compound tyres, but I do know you can take the softs the last couple of laps, last 9 or 10 laps, which that's what I would be doing. Is I'm seeing everyone going 8 laps or so on these softs. We've got 2-3 laps behind the safety car. The mediums are definitely not the optional tyre, and you want to go onto these softer compound tyres. But here we go, everyone's coming into the pits. NUF1, we'll see what he's going to be setting. And what is it going to be? It's going to be the softs for the Mercedes, the softs for NUF1. And what is the Racing Point driver going to end up doing? He is going to go on to the softs as well. Is he going to get jumped though? Oh, he's going to get out just in front. A little bit of holding there from Energetics. He couldn't have avoided it, but obviously this could have harmed him. Everyone now pitting onto the softer compound tyres. Fingerplate in P10, not ideally helping him at all, and he does seem to be the worst off out of the lot, him and Shadders respectively, as everyone else is going to be pitting onto fresh softs. These guys have just pitted and will be coming back into the pits. Yeah, it does look like Maz is definitely on for the win now. If he can just keep within 3 seconds of NUF1, there is a possibility of the race win. Obviously putting himself under pressure as well. And Kurtboy, Energetics, these 3 drivers are very much on for this race win. I think those are the 3 favourites after NUF1 if they can keep inside that 3-second gap. To be honest, I would put my money on Energetics winning this race, but obviously it is going to be difficult to get past the other 2 drivers at the moment, and also keep within that 3 seconds of NUF1. It's not going to be easy, I'll tell you that. We've got another 2 laps under this safety car, as we've got to wait for Shadders to be able to catch up, who has actually pitted again. We did get another comment, it's just not popped up. Do time to refresh the stream, shall we? Oh, no, we didn't. Apparently, it's not come up. Whoever commented, yeah, it's not worked. We have 8 laps, well, probably 6 racing laps left of this track. I mean, this is going to be an intense 6 laps. If NUF1 can pull 5 tenths a lap, then he's very much on for this 3-second gap. But obviously, it's not easy. I mean, he's going to want these guys to be battling as well. And obviously the guys behind are going to want to battle, but they also need to think about the race win. There's a guy with 3 seconds of penalties up in front. Fatality having a bit of a nightmare as well. Sat there in P7 from the lead. Jonesy just rolling along. Ashvin in P9. Fingerplate sitting in P10, nice and comfortable at the moment. No one behind him. Fozzie Bear catching up to the pack, and I tell you what, the thing is, Shadders is going to take a fair bit out of this, these tyres, as he's got so far to catch up now, and it's, yeah, he's basically still got half a lap to catch everyone. Ooh. I do wonder how this safety car restart will end up going. I mean, there's a back straight separating Shadders and the rest of the pack. I mean, yeah, we're definitely going to be seeing it for one more corner, I guess. Well, one more lap, I would assume. They're not just going to let Shadders be back there, and there's no rush to get the race going again. As yeah, that is exactly what's happening. No rush indeed. Our safety car destroyed the strategy of Fingerplate. It did completely screwed him over. Very, very unlucky for him. Same with Shadders and Fozzie Bear, to be honest. All 3 of them got completely done over. But this is the thing that happens in racing, I guess. You pit in, and then next lap there's a safety car and you're down 20 seconds. Maybe more, 30 seconds. and then you find yourself back of the pack. But obviously there's not much he could do there. Showed himself some good pace so far, and obviously he's going to have a couple more laps to show that. Everyone is caught back up now, so his safety car will be in this lap, and we will be seeing how this goes. It does look like Fatality's managed to find his way past Mr. Icebreaker, and Jones is trying to figure his way past as well. Obviously it is going to be difficult because, well, that AI is going to slow down a little bit, isn't it, on the yellow flags. Jonesy is trying to negotiate his way through on it, putting himself in front, then behind, then in front. You need certain places I think you can do it. I don't know where it is, but yeah. Going on. It is not the easiest, because you don't want to be running yourself into the back either of Fatality. So yeah, it's not the easiest thing. Both drivers are attempting it. I guess Fatality took a whole lap extra to be able to do it, but yeah, it's a safety car in this lap now. We'll see how this is controlled. Obviously, we don't want anyone hitting each other. It doesn't look like Brandon's actually holding it all up that much, to be honest. He's sitting right on the back of that safety car still. Maybe he doesn't want a slowdown. But the thing is, the game is going to slow him down eventually. Just make sure that safety car has gone into the pits. And it doesn't actually look like he wants to slow the pack down, actually. And here we go, he's going already, and he's not actually restarted like by slowing anyone down. He's just kept everyone in a train, kept everyone in position, and that is that. But I tell you what, Jonesy is not going to be liking being behind Mr. Icebreaker. He's lost so much time now, but about a second and a half to Fatality in front, which isn't ideal at all. But Jonesy is now past, Ashvin's now past, Finger Polite will be past in a second. But I tell you what, NUF1 has had a brilliant restart. Energetics now all over the back of the driver in front of Kurtboy. And I just wonder, is he going to be making a move? He's got 3 laps until the DRS is enabled. So you've got 3 laps until, well, there's any overtaking on that back straight, I guess. But we do know Energetics likes a slippery car, so I wonder, is he going to be able to make a move going down on this back straight? Is he going to be able to? It looks like he will, and it looks like he's going to get that move. Kurtboy going very, very defensive, taking that outside line. Both guys are going to be having 100% ERS at the moment as well, so it is just purely down to straight line speed of their cars. Energetics getting pushed out onto the curb. Fair but hard race in there. Kurtboy defending his position and not allowing Energetics to go around the outside of him. Ryan Van Doom just sitting on the back of him as well. Jonesy about 1.5 seconds, 1.6 seconds. He's the biggest gap at the moment in this pack. Obviously down to Mr. Icebreaker, his AI car, not allowing him past. But I tell you what, Shadows is all over the back of well, Fozzie Bear now, and it seems like Maz and NUF1 have pulled away a little, but obviously Maz needs to keep inside that 3-second window. And here we go. Are we going to have, oh god, Kurtboy and Energetics going side by side. Energetics looks like he's made that move stick, but Kurtboy isn't half going to put it down the inside. He's not going to be able to do it though, and Energetics has got that move done and dusted. That is going to be him chasing down for the lead now of the other two. But I tell you what, Ryan Van Doom is up next on Kurtboy. Kurtboy does seem to be struggling on pace on this restart at the moment, and yeah, it's just seems very, very difficult. We've got the whole grid of 12 now, the last survivors, well 11 actually, sorry, the last survivors of this race, just chilling in a one camera shot. It was quite nice. Are we going to get any movement? No, it doesn't look like it. As Energetics is closing in very, very quickly on the drivers ahead. couple attempts per corner or so, but yeah, definitely finding himself his pace at the moment. Finger Polite and Ashvin at the moment going on the attack of Jonesy. Jonesy definitely struggling on pace to keep up to the back of Fatality. Lost another second this lap to the front pack, and it just seems like he's going to be under pressure by Ashvin very, very soon. Finger Polite is just sitting on the back. Fozzie Bear, Shadders, and yeah, Mr. Icebreaker is there, but doesn't mean that much. But Maz does seem like he is going to drop this 3 second gap, as Fatality actually goes for the move on Ryan Van Doom, makes that move work, and he is going to be up into P5 now. Ryan Van Doom is sitting back there, but yes, yeah, we've got DRS enabled. Energetics now going for the move. No, he's not. He's going to sit back in behind and go for that move on the straight, but there is a 3 second gap now NUF1 has created. Fatality's made another mistake, and that is going to be fatal for him, and he is going to be right down to the back. He hasn't been able to stay consistent today. He's had the pace, he's been the quickest man on track, but yeah, 2 major incidents, and he's lost the possibility of points, I would say, today, as Energetics is trying to go around the outside. These guys don't want to battle too hard, as NUF1 will get away and pull himself into outside that 3 second gap. There's 3 laps left of this race remaining. This is a battle for this opening positions. Ashvin now going on the outside of Jonesy. Very, very good driving for the both of them, both given the respect that each one deserves, and Jonesy now going to be back on the attack of Ashvin. Maybe saved a little bit of ERS and is going to be pushing the Mercedes driver along a little bit, looking like got a little bit of that S section wrong though, and it does very much look like he's got the exit wrong there, and Finger Polite could be all over the back of him. Here he comes, the Ferrari driver himself is going to put it down the inside, and it does look like that move is done, but the switchback for Jonesy, and that is a brilliant defensive move, really. Both got drivers giving each other the room. A little bit of contact, there is contact there. Jonesy's gone round, Finger Polite has gone into the wall, and I don't think Finger Polite left the room for Jonesy there. And it does very much look like Shadders and Jonesy are now doing battle. Jonesy now on the outside of Shadders, getting the other way around there. That's a very, very impressive move, but going side by side at the moment. Energetics has made the move on Maz, and there we go. Jonesy now through it up into P8. Maz has actually got this move back. 2 moves in 1 straight, and yeah, Energetic's back out onto that curb, and he's going to start hating that. It does look like well, Energetic's back onto the attack. He knows he needs to be within 3 seconds of NUF1. He's gone past Maz now on the outside. A very, very impressive move. Audacious at that as well. Ryan Van Doom now going down the inside of Shadders as well. Shadders defending very, very well. Here we go, side by side through the S section. This is going to end badly, I feel like. No, it's not. And they do both survive going through there. But Ryan Van Doom almost sending a little bit of a lunge down the inside. It's not going to work there, mate. And it is going down on to P10 for now. But he looks like he's got a bit of a run, and he's not going to make the move until at least this straight. And we're going to sit on board now as... yeah, here we go, coming on to the back. Well, the final straight there. We've got 2 laps left of this race remaining. NUF1 is out in front by 0.3 of a second to Energetics based on penalties. Will Energetics be able to pull him in, or will well, NUF1 be able to get that? He does look very, very strong today. Kurtboy looking quite quick as well. Could be getting the back of Maz, and Maz could fall out of the ability to get a podium here today. It could be a bit heart-wrenching for him, but it does very much look like Ryan Van Doom and Shadders are doing battle now, but Maz and Kurtboy are going side by side going into the hairpin, and Maz has now lost that position to Kurtboy as well. Now Ryan Van Doom is going down the outside of Shadders, and he's not going to be able to make this, but he's got a switchback, and that is a brilliant move by the Williams driver, and he has got that move done actually, and that is him up into P9. A couple more points for his team and himself. But at the moment it does look like the Energetics is actually going to get this win, because I tell you what, he's been gaining on NUF1, and he is looking in his element at the moment. NUF1, he seems to be a bit on the ropes. His last lap of the race, there is a second to gain for NUF1. Is he going to be able to gain it, or is Energetics just so on fire right now? He seems to be gaining even more as well. Maz is going to be wanting to get on the back as well of Kurtboy. This is going to be a battle for the lead, well, for the podium as well, for the Racing Point guys. And here we go. Is Maz going to get it out there? It does look like Kurtboy's had a bit of an error going through there, as Jonesy and Ryan Van Doom have made battle. But I do need to sit on board here with this battle here, because it does look like, well, Kurtboy's flying at the moment, but obviously DRS, here we go. Is Maz going to get quick enough? Is he going to get there? Is he going to be able to make the move? Going down the outside, he's going to brake at the right time. Is he going to get the switch back up? We're going on to the gravel, but it doesn't look like it's going to work for Maz, and he's going to have to settle in there. And it does look like Fozzie Bear and has kept behind, but it does like Jonesy's been in the wars a little bit here today. Ryan Van Doom adds him into locking wheels. I'm not too sure he's too impressed with the Williams driver losing positions to Shadders as well. NUF1 though is going to come across the line in P1, but I tell you what though, your race winner today is going to be Energetics. He is going to take the P1, and Kurtboy is going to come across the line in P3. VIL Maz in P4, Ashvin in P5 now. Fozzie Bear is going to come across the line in P6. And Finger Polite P7. Shadders is going to come across the line P8. Jonesy P9, followed by Ryan Van Doom skipping 2 places, and Mr. Icebreaker Fatality going to be rounding off the grid, finishing outside the points. But yeah, the very interesting race. I need to sort my internet out, I think. I seem to disconnect every race apparently at the moment. But what I'm going to quickly do is have a look at this. So yeah, we are back here next week for the Dutch Grand Prix, and yeah, hopefully we have a good race. Very difficult to overtake around there, and yeah, we'll be, I would assume, a lot closer. Maybe a little bit more mistakes, maybe a bit more spinning, but I tell you what, it could be intense. Maybe as intense as this one, especially going right down to the wire. Energetics winning it on the last lap of the race, finding so much pace on the last lap, and caning on NUF1. But Energetics now being your winner for today, coming from P13 to win the race. NUF1 is in P2, Kurtboy in P3, Maz in P4, Ashvin in P5, Fozzie Bear getting P6, Finger Polite coming home in P7, Ryan Van Doom coming home in P8, Jonesy in P9, Shadders in P10. Then we've got Mr. Icebreaker Fatality, the last of the 2 finishers. Then Multi Barrack, Move Miestra, Andy Lou, Envoy, Streams, Codfish, and Colt Absey all DNFing this race. Yeah, very unfortunate for these guys, but we'll be back here, well, actually on Twitch now next week for our round 9 around Zandvoort, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.